It's that day.
Okay, should be good.
We're good? Everyone can hear us? Well, hopefully you guys can hear us.
Yeah.
Let us know in the chat if you guys can hear us. We want to hang out and communicate.
Wow. Nice, good job.
Woo!
I think I can hear us.
Are you doing random?
No, I'll pick character.
I'm so glad they separated them.
Wait,
Sheik and Zelda.
are they live?
Let me change the names. Wait. No, what the fuck?
Gopher.
How do you go? How do you?
Up.
Jack.
Oh,
Yeah, they can hear you.
They can hear us? Awesome. Hey guys, Kelly here with that hashtag show. Welcome to Achievement Unlocked Extra Life. I am joined by Bryan.
Hi.
We've got Jasmin over here.
I'm kicking Javier's ass.
And we love it. I love it. I want to hear more of it. And we got Javier over here.
Yes.
Today we are going to be talking about the Switch. First up for discussion, I've got Bryan. Well, Jasmin and Javier are in the background. Battle it out so you can enjoy them. Hash it out. I hope I hear some shit talking. That's what I love to hear. The Switch comes out in less than a week.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's exciting.
Yes.
I can't.
Next Like 6 days from now.
Won't be leaving my house on March 3rd. So Bryan.
Yeah.
I know we are sad to hear that you are leaving back to Korea, but have you pre-ordered the Switch?
No, I missed it. I didn't get to pre-order it, but
It was tough. It sold out the first day.
I didn't get the last two Nintendo consoles, but I really want to get this one.
Yeah. So how do you feel about the evolution? Like, what was the last Nintendo console that you had or were familiar with?
The last one I owned was the 64.
Dang.
It was the 64, yeah.
Did you have any favorite games on
That's
it?
a good ass system.
Oh, definitely Zelda,
Yes.
Mario. I mean, those were the first ventures into like true 3D platformers. And
George
like,
Mascot over here. I love that.
I remember my friend and I rented the 64 from like
Dang, you
Blockbuster
rented?
Video.
You could rent. I didn't know you could rent it.
And then we
console.
played it for like I spent the night over and we just played it till we could beat it.
That's
We just,
awesome. That's what I do to get your money's worth
Yeah,
out of it.
and then, we got 3 days or 5 days, whatever it was. We just played the hell out of it.
How do you feel about the launch lineup for the Switch?
The lineup was a little disappointing, to be honest. It's the only thing that's not making me like die that I'm not gonna have it right away.
Yeah.
They did the same move.
But I mean, Zelda alone is so awesome. I really want to get it. Like,
So you're strictly excited for Zelda, right?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. And yeah, because I missed out on the last 2 generations, and they didn't actually announce when we'll be able to have the virtual games.
Yeah.
There'll be downloadable onto that, but I feel like with this one I can actually start to catch up with some of the things I might have missed. And
Definitely. Now, we actually got to test out the Switch during that Legend of Zelda escape room, which was awesome, and you are wearing the hoodie that we got from there. We won!
We won.
How did you feel? Look at that. Defenders and Triforce is awesome. How did you feel about the Switch? Like, actually getting to touch it, feel it, experience it for yourself? What were your feelings?
It was awesome. The first thing I did, of course, was try all the different ways you can control it. So I was like, okay, when you pull it out in kind of like tablet mode, I was like, okay, that's normal. It's kind of like the Wii U, but thinner, lighter.
Yeah.
And then when it's in with the joystick attachment, so to say, the controller
I just threw
attachment,
you. It's been a minute since I threw it.
whatever.
Sorry.
What really blew me away was when you had the Joy-Cons separately on their own. Because I heard it felt good and different. I was like, all right, well, let's see this, and it did. I was surprised.
Yeah.
Like, because I get carpal tunnel if I play too long. Now, even with the controller now, like I had this
liked
stuff.
how like the relax, you can just kind of like sit there, put your hands.
Yeah, I
on
never
your lap.
really felt that before. Like
Yeah.
I just had like one hand was like this and one hand was like this, just like on my lap. I was just like whatever, relax. I could have them in my pockets. I had them behind me.
Yeah.
While I was playing, I was like it all felt so good and comfortable. And I was like, wow, I can. not have carpal tunnel and
Thanks.
play this.
Yeah. What did you think about the screen, the pop-out screen? Did you actually get to take it out of the
Yeah.
dock?
I did. Only a little bit. I played most of it with the TV, and I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, this is really cool."
Is it
Well,
pretty
blue-
light? Like just the
Yeah.
side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
Surprisingly light and surprisingly, it was smaller than I was expecting. I
Oh.
know it looked small, but when I actually held it in my hands,
You
It
can
was-
fit like 3 of them inside the
Yeah,
Wii U
it-
controller.
it was
Really?
surprisingly
Yeah.
small.
Wow.
It's like this thin. Like compared to the Wii U controller, like just that alone, the technology is like the whole console's there, and something that's a third of the size of the Wii U controller. Yeah, that alone is like, wow, that's just impressive.
Now, how likely are you to actually take it outside, personally, in your like experiences? Do you actually think you're going to be using that feature a lot?
I would,
Yeah.
when I buy it,
Yeah.
I will definitely
You
be.
taking it outside
Oh,
or
oh,
on
yeah.
with you?
Yeah, I would definitely be thinking about, okay, do I want to take this with me, and consider what backpack or sling or whatever it is I have with me to bring it with me. Yeah, definitely.
Do you think that's gonna do well? The actual taking it with you, and people are saying that the battery life is expected to decrease to,
Yeah.
I think, was it 6 hours, 3 hours? I cannot remember the exact hours, but it wasn't much.
It wasn't. Yeah.
But do you think that that's gonna hurt it?
I will have to see.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it depends on what games people play and how they use it and how long they have it. Maybe the brightness you have it on and whatnot.
true.
It's gonna make a difference.
Even with my 3DS, I always turn that brightness down
Yeah.
to the bottom, 3D off, so that I can get my battery to last as long as possible.
Yeah, because I think it's gonna be great when you're like playing Zelda, for example,
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild. That whole
Yeah.
be like, oh, it's so good. It's like, oh my gosh, we have to go visit that person to do this and go somewhere. It's an hour drive, and you're like, well, thank God I can just take it with me
Yeah.
and keep playing. And I think that's gonna be a bigger deal than people realize.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'll be out and we're doing stuff, whatever it is, doing life, and I'm like thinking about a game at home that's on my PC or
Yeah.
whatever. I'm looking at my Steam app on my phone, and I'm like, gosh, I wish I could like play something, like at least one of the simpler indie games I had on there, and I'm just aching, like I want to work towards an achievement because I have like 10 minutes here.
Yeah.
But with that, I can finally. It's like, oh, okay, I can like.
Do you have a 3DS?
3DS? I do. Well,
you do?
yeah.
How often do you take it? with
Actually,
you?
it got stolen.
Damn it! That's.
I had two. They both lost them both.
Well, that sucks. I mean, because the 3DS, I believe, when the Wii U didn't do well, and for a while there, they were saying that they were going to pull out of consoles and just focus on the handheld gaming
Yeah.
because that's what they were doing well in, which I think was a factor into what influenced this new console.
Yeah.
But it's weird to see how it's going to compete.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to expect.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Nintendo always seems to be pushing, experimenting
Yeah.
with different hardwares and ways we play with our games.
I mean, the 3DS is a personal device. So I think like the big thing that's going for the Switch is that they're trying to make it friend friendly, so to say,
Yeah.
so that you can play in groups and whatnot. But I wish that we saw more of a difference between the two,
Yeah.
between the 3DS and the Switch.
But one thing I'm curious about is, I was reading recently how there's gonna be a storage issue.
Yeah, I did. I saw that. That's the big news about
Yeah,
the Switch
that's
right now.
the big news, and they're like, well, you're gonna be able to add memory cards. That's their solution.
Yeah, basically you have to get a memory card.
Yeah, for all the downloadable games. I was kind of like, what? But then I was like, trying to think positively in the silver lining. I was like, well, it does kind of remind me of the days like PlayStation
Yeah.
1 and 64 when we had memory cards.
I did that with my GameCube. I had
Yeah.
2 memory cards in it just to make sure I had enough space for everything.
And then the fact that you can bring that to a friend's house
Yeah.
and bring your saves
You
with
can bring
you.
your games with you.
So that makes me wonder if
Sorry.
you have your cart and you have your downloadable games. Like, yo, actually I have like Donkey Kong Country on mine. You want to play it while you're at a friend's
Yeah.
house. I don't know if you can do that or not. I think that was something that was still up in the air. That would be cool. It's
That
like bringing
would be
your
cool.
games with you.
Or
Then
is it
that
like
makes
best out of three?
more sense and adds another element of socializing with gaming.
Now I did hear that the biggest problem with the memory card, or the memory space I guess is available on the Switch itself, is if you are a person who downloads your content, if you download games directly onto it, because I believe Breath of the Wild takes up more than half of the space that comes on the console.
Yeah.
And
I was
Dragon
reading
Quest is more than the space that's available. So you can't actually download that game when you buy a Switch. You have to have a memory card if you're going to download Dragon Quest. It's like 38 gigs or something.
Yeah. It was like something in the 30s.
Something like that. But I'm a little disappointed with that.
Yeah.
Like one game could like fill up, be too much for your Switch if
That
you
is
download
that
it.
is yeah. That is kind of like wait. You can't even.
I don't really download games. I prefer to buy them so that I have like the physical copy. If I ever decide to sell it later down the line, I can actually like sell the copy and get money back for it. But I don't know if that's gonna hurt it. I think that people are used to using memory cards with the consoles. It's something that we've been doing for so long that I think that we'll adapt.
Yeah.
Because you can get memory cards pretty cheap these days.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried. How do you feel about the cartridges?
The cartridges. I think it's cool.
Yeah, you
I kind of like
it?
it because it's like something physical, collectible. You can be proud that you own the thing. You can bring it over.
It definitely has that nostalgic
house.
feeling, you know, bringing it back to like cartridges rather than discs. I never really had a problem with discs though. Like I never scratched them or anything. I didn't really have too much problem. But it is cool. I do know it's interesting to see how they've changed over the years because first they had like the cartridges that are the classic you blow into, and then with the GameCube they made the mini discs. Those are super cute.
Oh yeah. I skipped the GameCube, but I remember that. I was kind of like, okay, they're really trying hard. They're holding on to the disc.
Make it unique, make it. Yeah. And then with the Wii, they just went straight to regular size discs. But it's funny because someone had got their hands on a cartridge, and I don't remember who it was, but people were complaining that it is a waste of plastic.
Oh.
The cartridge, the box itself is like that big, and the game inside of it is like that big. So people were like, really? You really needed to waste this much plastic on it?
PC games used to be. I don't know if you remember the boxes were like
yes,
this
you
big,
get all the like fillers
and then it's like
them.
one little CD disc in there.
Yeah. Now when you buy a game, they don't even have those inserts anymore.
Oh really?
You open it, it's like just the disc and that's it. They don't have.
Oh yeah, the Velcro like.
Yeah.
Here's a preview of the game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
What have been your favorite Nintendo games?
My favorite. I mean, the classics. I mean, it changed my life. The very first console game I played was the original Mario.
Yeah.
On the NES. So I can't. And Zelda.
Zelda, classics.
Mario, Zelda.
Now, is there something that you are hoping to see? A game you want them to bring back? Anything like? Are you mostly excited for Zelda? Because they are bringing a Zelda, and they're bringing a Mario back in Holiday. So they do have your two favorites.
And they show those, yeah.
But
I'd be interested to see like a new Metroid.
Yes, I'm right there with you.
I'm gonna play Zero Suit Samus.
I know, we got it right
there
here.
There you go. I would like to see more Zero Suit Samus.
But I don't think we're gonna get one.
Oh yeah.
I think it's gonna be a while.
Deals.
I think it's gonna be a while until we see one because they have Mario coming out holiday 2017, which is basically December, and they're not gonna compete with their own game. So I feel like I don't even know if we're gonna see it in 2018. I think it might be a while till we see Metroid or a new Star Fox.
I was just thinking Star Fox. I was like, we're due for solid Star Fox.
I wish I want a Smash Brothers, a new Smash Brothers. But it's funny because we do get a lot of. Every console's had its own Smash Brothers, but what I've seen consistently over time is that a lot of people complain about the new updated features. People prefer how Smash Brothers was in 64 because I know that with each new Smash Brothers, they've added in new features like the ult ball that you get to get like each character's ult. A lot of people don't really like that feature. A lot of the new items and new levels, people tend to not like. People usually like to go back to the classic feeling. So I'm kind of.
Is that why you don't like items, Javier? He prefers items to be turned off.
Oh, I've never liked items in any Smash.
Is that because the?
I think that's what they do in competitive play. It's just something I grew up doing with all my friends. Usually when I played Smash with all my buddies, like whenever we were just messing around, we would turn on all the items and do funny games with them. But when things got serious, it was like no items, just mono a mono.
So how did when Brawl and Melee and the Wii U came out? Did you feel disappointed with each one?
No. Well, I did feel disappointed with Brawl compared to Melee.
That was the consistently the
Yeah, I thought Brawl.
least
They might have added like I like Space and Mystery, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Kind of gave like a story to it all. What I didn't like was the play style. They like changed up mechanics and stuff.
Yes.
And they made you trip when you would run.
It made it more sensitive.
Yeah. I didn't really like that. I thought the controls in Melee were much more smoother, but I actually think the Wii U version is. It's a really good. No, I think it's one of the best, honestly. Like, I find it to be a really well balanced Smash game, and the mechanics are really smooth, and a lot of the characters are really well balanced. Like, there's not really an OP. I mean, you know, Zero Suit Samus can be really good, but I think the characters in this game are the most well balanced.
Would you be disappointed if they tried to come up with something innovative? Kind of like when with the last game they did that ult ball that they threw in there, so everyone had like their own like. Super move?
Yeah, I wouldn't be disappointed at all.
Okay.
One thing Nintendo has always done with systems and games is like they always look for a way to improve and make it different, which I admire that completely. Like I have nothing against that.
But even like in high school, like when that was Melee that came out, I believe. Well, when I was in high school, I guess you wouldn't know. But well, I guess we were at the same time, right? Okay, all right.
That was much of an age difference.
But people were upset. They're like, oh, I don't like all these new features. It's stupid. I wish they'd go back to like the classics. So that's what it seemed what the general population was feeling. So I'm not sure like if they come out with a new one.
You know, I mean,
if it did poorly.
People might have said that when Melee first came out, but I think they would have changed their minds because Melee is honestly probably one of the best GameCube games, but one of the best Nintendo games made.
Yeah.
Everything about it's really well done. Like it's.
I thought you liked the Wii U better. You like Melee better than Wii U?
It's really tough. I mean, it's a really tough call. I mean,
Even.
in terms
balance.
of yeah.
Okay.
I consider them equal.
But I don't expect to see a new Smash for a while.
No.
I think it's going to be quite a while before we see one.
Yeah, definitely.
As well as Metroid and Star Fox. I think their focus is on Mario. It's always going to be on Mario because that's their it's their Mickey Mouse. So I think that's going to be their focus for quite some time. How do you feel about the?
Oh, I got chat up.
You did
Finally.
get chat up. Perfect.
Sorry guys
awesome.
for the delay. I was had phone issues here and I'm finally got up.
Do we have
So
any
I got chat
questions?
up.
Let's see if we have any questions.
Let's catch up on chat. Ryan Ninja Still, what's up? Thanks for stopping by
Hey.
again.
What's
Jalen
up, bro?
Glover's here.
What up?
Jalen Glover.
Yo.
Awesome. Daniel Diaz.
Ryan Ninja Still says, hey, Bryan, Jasmin, Kelly, and Javier, go team.
What's up?
Daniel Diaz, what's up?
We're
Perfect.
not a team right now.
We're not a team right now.
Let's see what we've got. Any questions? Any questions? Please feel free to ask us questions in the comments. We do have them up so that we can see what you guys are talking about.
Cool.
But so Bryan, how do you feel about the Pro controller? As Javier reminded me of the name, I forgot that it was called the Pro
You
controller.
know, that was something I didn't honestly read into much.
Yeah.
And I was curious because
We
they were
did-
talking about the battery life.
We did get
being
to
really
test
low.
it at that demo.
Okay.
That was the
That
the
actually
first one
missed
they
that
gave
one.
us.
I remember seeing
Oh,
it on
really?
the
They
over.
handed it to, she handed that one to me automatically. She's like,
Yeah.
test our $80 controller, whatever it is.
I think she was kind of just let me go. I was talking to her too much, I guess.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, I know what I'm doing.
But is that something you're interested in?
Well, I'm curious, what
It was like, okay, so
what's different? Like, there's supposed to be something added to, like
so
extra battery
the
life?
controllers that come with the console are the Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
And the Joy-Cons do come with its own dock. I forgot what it's called. It was called the Joy. I don't remember what it's called. It was something.
Oh yeah.
The thing that they slide into that looks like the
little
dog
grips.
face.
Yeah.
Joy Grip.
Oh,
Remember?
that thing. Oh, what
Tongue
was
grip?
it?
It was called something. There was
Yeah.
something.
Joy-Con controllers.
No, not the Joy-Con controller. It's the dock, the ear dock that it was called something specific. You know what I'm talking about?
No, yeah, I know what you're
I know what you're
Okay.
talking about. Actually,
The name doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But that is what comes with it, and that's what you're used to. So you can either to buy games. I really want Bomberman. But it felt nice. And I'd say it's worth money, but I'm unlikely to actually.
Well, which controller did remind you more? Like a PlayStation or like a 360?
I'd say the Xbox. The Xbox. It's more like an Xbox. Sure. It includes both. That's fine. That's fine. But it was kind of bulky. It was a bulky Joy-Con.
Yeah. And when I used them, I didn't have that extra attachment. Gray thing on them. And it still felt good.
It felt
that.
It felt.
The raw.
I like having one in each hand, and just having like on my lap, kind of like comfortable. Like I don't have like with the week like this all the time.
Yeah.
And it's not bad. You can do that. I can do that. The icons like the Joy-Cons are like that. But I like being able to have one kind of like relax.
It just felt so. Because not until recently did I ever not bring up carpal tunnel. It's a serious issue for gaming.
It is.
And like that's why I don't really play FPS that much anymore, because that really kills it here, and I don't draw as much. This hand, so I can't do anything. So I stuck to like using controllers when I was playing games on PC. And recently playing For Honor.
Yes, I'm on
That's
that.
an intense game. I started feeling hard on this hand. I was like,
I get really stressed out and anxious when I play Hindsight.
I like that, but with the Joy-Cons, it was like,
nice.
No,
It was nice.
it's gonna be a big deal.
After playing that demo, I was like, I need one.
I was like, why didn't
I pre-ordered mine late, so I played where I don't know if I don't get it on launch day. I'm hoping, but hashtag some not here right now. Did say his friend I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not buy one. So I'm gonna make sure I get one on launch day, and then play Zelda and never see it you guys at his house. But
question here. Ryan Ninja Steel. Kelly, what's your favorite food?
My favorite.
Brian, good look on your drink.
Classic Kelly. My favorite. Is a tie between sushi and pizza. I know it sounds weird. They don't sound good together. But I'm always. Do you put your sushi on your pizza?
Hell yeah.
It's like that pineapple drink. Just pineapple on pizza. Just sushi on pizza. But no, I'm always in the mood for either one. Do you have a favorite food?
No, I don't. Because I like change. I get sick of one thing and I'll change it.
That makes sense.
But I guess if it's a mix between Italian or Japanese.
Oh, I love Italian.
Yeah.
Like
Now-
I eat a lot of pasta.
Now
I
that we
boil a
have
lot of
a break, I would like to switch it up, bring Jasmin up to the front, send Bryan back to play some games with Javier.
See ya, Bryan.
So what's the score? Who's winning right now?
Jasmin.
Jasmin's winning?
I think she's got one game on her.
Oh, so
like,
it's
really
close.
5 games. No, I'm just kidding.
Close.
After our practice roundup, now I only have 1 game on him because he's figured out my playing style.
Welcome to the front. Do you mind
you.
also looking at our chat,
Yes.
making sure if we got any questions?
Yeah.
Giving you the responsibility. So Jasmin.
Hey, Imperial Trooper, thank you for helping us out with our audio.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know that. Shout out to Imperial Trooper for helping us with the audio. Jasmin, the big question, are you excited for the Switch?
Oh my god, alright. I am.
Give it to us.
I am so excited. I am a huge Nintendo fangirl. I've owned
So
every single console.
She bought me these earrings, by the way.
Oh yes, the Trifer earrings, woohoo! I bought every single console
Awesome.
since NES.
Let me interject
Yes.
that. Which one was your favorite?
Good.
Yep.
GameCube.
High five.
The GameCube was my favorite, yeah.
The GameCube was my favorite mostly because it was my first console, my own. Like
Yes.
I've always shared with my brothers everything,
Yes.
and the GameCube was mine.
Yes.
I got it. I actually won it in a school giveaway.
Nice.
It was
What color was it?
It was purple.
Mine was purple too. Yes. Purple's my favorite color.
Since it was mine, I loved it.
Yeah.
I took it with me. I took it to my grandparents because it had the handle where you
Yes.
could carry it. I took it to my grandparents because we played Smash all the time. I loved it.
Nintendo definitely started the whole world of to-go gaming.
I agree.
You know, with the handheld consoles and then the GameCube just taking your whole console to go.
I love it. I love that though.
I think that's awesome. I think it's
Bringing games outdoors into the outside life.
yes. Yes, and I think everyone, if you are not even a serious gamer, because we're pretty serious gamers, we're dedicated since we were children.
Yes.
But I think a lot of people got a taste of what it's like to be a gamer when Pokemon Go came out this past summer, 2016. And
I missed that time. I miss it.
I'm trying to do like a down joke.
That legit was like one of the happiest periods of my life because
It was
on multiple levels, like first of all, like it was a bonding thing. Second of all,
I loved being able to see people on the sidewalk
yeah,
and be able to
from
tell that they were playing.
ages, ethnicities,
Yeah.
moms,
My mom
children,
still plays it.
grandmas. Yeah, and I think it was so cool. But Pokemon's been out for 20 years, and so since we were children, we've been obsessed with Pokemon. We talked about Pokemon, and we played on our DS, and we started battling each other, and it got great. But no one really understood the fandom until Pokemon Go came out, and now I felt like, oh, I'm not just a weird nerd. You guys get me. So, but yeah, so
Although I did see a lot of hate stuff on Facebook where like, oh, if you ever feel stupid, remember there's people out there catching fake monsters. And I'm like, you guys are the reason why it's hard to like enjoy stuff.
what are they doing? Looking up at memes on the
I mean,
internet?
why do you have to kind of like rain on someone else's parade?
Yeah.
I don't understand what like
There
how you
was
get joy out of it.
nothing negative about Pokemon Go
wasn't.
unless you were driving and playing it.
Yeah,
that's
that-
like
I'm
literally
not gonna-
the worst,
yeah.
but that's stupid and
Yeah.
illegal. But I think it was the most beautiful. I think it was.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Nintendo's a great company.
I can't wait when I'm a mom one day and tell my kids like, hey,
Yeah.
when I was your age, we went out and we had it on our cell phone. But by that point, I mean, cell phones already been
Yeah.
revolutionized for mobile gaming.
Well, I do have my GameCube still and like 12, 20 games. I don't remember. I should bring it in and we should check it out, play
Yes.
it, do a little
GameCube?
session. GameCube.
Yes,
I
did
even
not mind.
have that Simpsons game. Did you have that one? Like the Simpsons Taxi?
Oh my god, yeah, I did play that
I
game.
even bring that in. We could play that. But let's get back to the Switch,
Yeah.
Jasmine. Give me your opinion.
All right, so hardcore Nintendo fangirl. I'm incredibly biased. But the Switch looks awesome.
Yeah.
I got to play Breath of Wild with the Wii U
Yes.
at E3.
And I want to know your comparison.
Yes,
I want to know.
Switch way prettier.
Oh my god.
So if you
how did you like it? The feel?
my hands are incredibly fucking small. They are super small. So the Joy-Con controller. We have the same hand size.
Really?
You're like a little smaller. Like you're like not as wide. Like my hands.
My middle finger's really long.
Is it now?
Good for
Lots
flipping
of
people.
practice using it. Who won? Javier. Yeah, there we go. Question. Ryan is still something. Hey, Jasmine, you think Jason looked like Edward from the Twilight movie? My question to you, Riverdale questions.
Oh, Riverdale. Your other show.
Yeah, my other show. I did not watch the last episode. Shh, do not spoil.
It was a good one. It was a good one.
Switch is beautiful. The Joy-Con controllers that are on the side is great. And the whole reason why I brought Pokemon Go into the conversation is because the Switch is revolutionizing. You can go outside with it. So 1v1 me, bro. Smash Brothers will wreck you.
I can go
Okay,
outside
with
with
this
this.
guy.
I know.
I can go outside with
I know you
this.
can go, but
How do you feel compared to the 3DS? Because we have.
I'll tell you.
I find this to be a really
That
good
is
system.
a great.
is.
Yes,
It
I have a
is great.
3DS too. I have all. Of them.
Do you think that you actually be bringing your Switch outside?
I
today?
will be
Okay.
because it's really pretty. It's sleek. It feels
really-
like a
feels
brand new
good.
iPhone.
Don't
Yes,
drop it.
it's
Yeah.
so
Don't-
smooth.
Don't drop it.
It's so smooth. When
It's
I
smooth.
felt it, I was like, this is so
Doesn't it feel like a
sweet.
new iPhone? I felt like a new iPhone. It was like
It was.
cold, thin,
Thundershot.
delicate. It was
Thundershot.
really nice.
Thundershot.
And then the controllers are so small. The only thing that I fear is that if anyone is to like
Pikachu?
No.
That was you.
if anyone
Don't worry
were to
about
like rage out and just like grab those controllers, you can smush them in your
Yeah,
hand.
you
Like
could.
a man could easily smush that in his hand. Like those controllers are really tiny, but I really liked it, and the graphics are way better on the
It's
Switch.
So smooth.
No
Oh.
comparison.
So smooth. Okay, so I don't know, you just tell me.
Huh?
Oh, now we're going to the
What?
We're going to the commercial.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Guys, stay tuned because we'll be right back.
Okay, cool. So you're at about half an hour.
Okay, give me a hand signal for that.
Okay.
Do you want to tell? Do you have any more?
You want you to
Or-
message
Tell
me
me
on
to
my
steal
phone.
third.
what?
Message me on my phone.
All right.
Okay.
Well, you're at half an hour. I'll give you like another signal. at 45,
Okay.
And then another one at like an hour.
Okay.
Wait, should be good.
How do you do downtime?
We're back.
Not me.
Like
Back?
down
We
A.
can use this as a smash.
Or back?
Smash.
Jasmine, continue telling me about this beautiful Switch and the comparison between Wii U and Legend of Breath of the Wild.
So I played Breath of the Wild on the Wii U in E3 in June 2016.
Yeah.
At that point, the Switch was barely announced. I don't think we even had a design for it yet. I don't think we didn't have that much info on it. And now this past early February, just a couple weeks ago, we had the chance to do the Legend of Zelda Escape Room here in LA. It's coming to other cities. Definitely check that out at
So fun. And we won!
Yes, we did win.
We won.
But there's I forgot, we'll find the link and we'll put it for you guys for the escape room challenge. But it was really, really cool. And the bonus, if you won, you got to play with the Switch. And you got to play, of course, Breath of the Wild.
And I loved it.
And it was gorgeous. It was beautiful. And it's the same demo that I played at E3. It's the same 30 minutes, the intro. But I played it on the Switch this time. And I played every single variation. Because I told the lady, I was like, I want to play every variation of this console. So I played it as the whole thing. Like, you see this Wii pad? May I borrow?
It's
Sorry.
smaller than that.
Oh, no, of course.
Okay.
So this is, the Switch looks like this. Way thinner, way sleeker.
So beautiful.
This is like the original iPod, and think of the iPhone 7. That's like the difference between the Wii U and
It's
the
really
Switch.
true. It's true.
And
That's a good comparison.
it's not as big.
Spot on.
Yeah, and then you can obviously detach the size of the
And then
Joy-Con.
prop it on
and
its
prop
own.
it, use it as a screen, use a TV. They have, just like a lot of people when they play Smash Brothers, they like to use the GameCube controllers.
Yeah.
The old school controllers, or even like the Wii U has their own set of controllers as well. They have special controllers for the Switch because they realize the gamers, they don't want to necessarily hold them, or you need more than one. So I think it's $300. I think it's worth it.
I think that's a good price point. I mean, they didn't make any bundles because of that. They wanted to set it at a affordable price point. I mean, if they added on a game, it would be what, $340, $350.
Yeah. I mean, what was PS4 at? $300 or $400?
Ooh, I think 400.
Yeah, PS4
Yeah,
was 400.
400.
Xbox
Without
One
a game.
was like 350.
How much came with
Most people don't play those games.
No, mine came with Last of Us.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was awesome.
Did you buy it like further down the line?
Yeah, I did.
That's
it
why,
came with the Game of the Year edition or whatever.
There we go. When they're like the launch titles.
I tried to wait, but I was like, I need one. Let's get one.
Yeah.
But
What do you think about the Switch? You're
when
getting? I pre-ordered
the
the
first
Switch for a
time,
while.
so I did pre-order it, but like I said, I pre-ordered from a place where I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it, but Junior said that he's got a hookup if it falls through. So
Sweet.
either way, I'm gonna try and get my hands on one on launch day. Because when I played that demo and had it in my hands,
It just felt special, right? Like
I
I felt
was
like
like,
I felt
can I
all the
keep this?
nostalgia coming back to me, like playing Zelda. Every
so
Zelda game.
let's talk about that.
Yes.
Legend of Zelda.
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. How do you feel about like the evolution that we've seen? Like, did you play Twilight Princess? Because
I've played all the Zelda. games.
well,
Yeah.
oh, that's right, you did.
Yeah.
So I remember I liked Twilight Princess, but I remember it got a lot of hate.
It was.
Twilight
See, the
Princess
thing
was
is,
excellent.
it was
You
a
liked
great
it.
game.
Yeah.
I heard negative things.
It
I
was-
loved it, but I heard
like
negative
it, but the thing is, it's like Zelda is very much a nostalgic game too.
Yeah.
And it was very dark and mature.
Yeah.
For a Zelda game, my favorite Zelda game isn't a lot of people's favorites. It's actually Wind Waker.
That is my favorite game. Okay,
Best
so
friends forever.
I'd like to say that I've mentioned, if you guys follow any of my video game stuff, I've said this many, many times before, but
follow Kelly's video game
Damn it.
love open world games.
Stop.
I am
Stop.
a big player of open world games. Wind Waker was the first taste that we got to see of an actual open world Zelda game.
And then we did that too.
They did a beautiful job with it when we were like out on the ocean.
Yes. Oh my God, I can't. It
So
was
beautiful.
It was an amazing game.
I
Wind
love
Waker
it.
is definitely.
He's wearing a Wind Waker shirt. That is my favorite.
Wind Waker is an amazing game. Yeah, open world.
And I'm excited
beautiful.
that this new one's open world. And I think that's kind of, I didn't like the setback with Twilight Princess because it kind of jumped back to like the classic path.
Yeah.
Like you had to so the road's blocked and you have to go do something first before that road is blocked. But
Agreed.
I love open worlds and I'm super excited to experience a completely open world because
And it's beautiful, like Wind Waker is.
oh my God,
It's
Wind
so
Waker
pretty. It's still like
It was so well done.
the music and the style is a lot like a Studio Ghibli movie. To me, it was super reminiscent of Spirited Away, which is actually my favorite. The music, especially, and it's so beautiful. You just become enveloped in the game. Like you're like completely shut everything out. I mean, I would compare it to like Monster Hunter. I would compare it to Skyrim, where it's really, really beautiful, and you're like, holy shit, this is amazing. And I personally love the Zelda titles is the Sheikah influence.
Oh yes.
And I
What do
feel
you
like
guys? Sorry to interrupt. What do you guys think about Wario's guns?
Oh!
that's so weird.
Damn! Orio's been pumping
That's
some
why I got armor.
iron.
I was like, look at my guns. I'm just.
We got a question from Ryan Ninja Steel Thomas. A comment. God, I miss playing video games a lot. But I play games on my mobile phone like Simpsons, Tap Down and Stickman, Rebel Hero, and Mad City Crimes. That's it. Mobile games is a new feature. Like I know kids in Japan rock two games. Two phones. One for their like normal phone usage and one just for mobile gaming. And I think after Pokemon Go, that actually opened a lot of doors for more mobile games too, even though they've existed long before that. I'm playing Fire Emblem Heroes. I played a little bit of Mario Run, but I can't wait for more mobile games. But good old console controller, that's the best.
It is.
Or keyboard, PC, like.
Although I do recommend you try out Sword Art Online. It's an awesome mobile app.
I will. The anime was good. It was alright. First season was great. Second season was like fun. But I'm really excited for Zelda.
Zelda's a launch title, which is awesome, but how do you feel about the other launch titles? Like, do you feel like there's enough? Is there anything else you're even interested in? Do you feel it's weak?
To be honest, I didn't like growing up. One of my favorite games of all time is actually Smash Brothers. And you guys were talking about like, oh, people have criticisms. Every new Smash Brothers that comes out, I am a hype man. I'm like, oh my god, new characters. Oh my god, I can't believe they're adding more Pokemon, and we have Mega Man now. And they split Zelda and Sheik because Zelda Sheik was like my character go-to, and the first thing I did was transform to Sheik.
I love seeing what new characters they add. Like with the Wii U, they added the yoga instructor.
The
fitness instructor, and it was kind of surprising because I picked it. We played last time,
trainer.
And they gave it to me because I lost or something. Someone picked my character, but I beat them with the trainer.
She's good.
I was surprised. She's a strong character.
Really
Wii Fit.
strong.
There we go.
Wii Fit trainer.
But I think the Wii Fit died. The game.
Yeah, it died.
I think it died.
Yeah, it did. It was a good try though. I mean,
Chat, who should we play as? Sorry.
Yeah, chat.
Random.
Yeah. Who should I pick?
Chat,
Oh,
pick
Mega
their-
Man.
Pick their characters.
you guys tell us in the chat what you want us to talk about. Tell us if you ordered the Switch. What do you think? Price point is a bit high. I think honestly it should have been priced at $250.
Mega Man's iconic.
300 is hitting it, but I'm not surprised it's 300.
Yeah.
The graphics are the nicest I've ever seen. Like, unless I'm on PC, I don't see those kind of graphics in the game.
How do you feel about the online subscription?
Blue versus
Yeah,
Do it.
that's questionable. Like, I already have so many online subscriptions,
I do.
and Nintendo kind of just jumped.
PlayStation jumped in on that, and now Wii
We've
U's
been
jumping
hyped up
in.
with Xbox, and now.
Yeah, well, Xbox has been on that train a long time, but are you still gonna go for it? Is it something that's gonna stop you from doing online play?
No, I'm going to try to do without it, and then if I have a lot of friends, or if I see good reviews, then I'll go ahead and I might just go for it. I mean, I do everything Nintendo, so I think so. What do you think?
I'd probably need to go for it mostly because I caved on PlayStation, I caved on Xbox, obviously, and I mean, Nintendo's games are all about playing with friends.
That's very true.
I mean,
That's the number one besides
that's
like
how,
Blizzard games.
Yeah,
Like,
that's how it is, and so I feel like I'm gonna cave, but you know,
R.I.P. my wallet,
they
man.
have to release games that I want to play with other people.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't even have Smash Brothers out yet. The only thing that I'm looking forward to Bomberman as a launch title. I'm super stoked about that. But
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. The last time I played Bomberman, I think, was on my GameCube, which I do have it still, so I should bring it in and we can play it. It's a great game in groups. But right now, they're not offering any games that I'm excited about as multiplayer because they do have Splatoon. But I never got into it.
I didn't get it to Splatoon either. Jalen says I need this game for Xbox One. They need to make a version of this game for Xbox One.
Smash Brothers?
Smash Brothers? No.
It's not gonna happen.
Nah. It's staying on Nintendo, my friend.
Unfortunately,
it's staying on Nintendo, Jalen.
Unfortunately, it's
I am a hardcore Nintendo Smash Brothers lover. Like, yes, like it is a Nintendo title. It's not going anywhere. It's not
I
going.
would like to ask you a question.
Yeah.
which do you prefer? Nintendo or Blizzard?
I want to do that again.
I gotta say Nintendo. Blizzards existed. Well, they've existed for.
Well, you're more of an Overwatch person.
I love Overwatch. Yeah, I haven't.
I recommend Diablo and I recommend WoW.
You recommend WoW?
I play
asked
it.
a lot of friends if I should play WoW, and everyone said no because I have that addictive gamer personality.
But I don't think. So you like the battle games. You
Yes.
like competitions and fighting.
I love fighting
WoW
games.
isn't like that. WoW is more of the MMO. Like you go out, you do quests, you build up, you earn exclusive
no
mounts, exclusive pets. So I don't think you get addicted to it.
I hope not.
I mean, you're addicted to Overwatch.
I am addicted.
I don't think you get addicted to WoW, but I do think you'd enjoy it.
I'm addicted to it because I'm good.
You're good. You're good. And Diva's an awesome character. I'm gonna say that. But back to
Yes.
Nintendo.
Ryan Levels says, "Will you be streaming Switch?"
Once we get our hands
Yes.
on one, hell yes.
Yes. I mean, I'm down to do it. Like, maybe not on the 3rd when
We
it comes
do.
out. I will be at a wedding, but on the 4th,
Yes.
I will be down. I'll bring the Switch here, and if we can
Javier
stream it,
did
we will
bring
do
it up
it.
that we should bring it in and stream some
Totally.
Legend of Zelda.
Yep.
We're gonna do that. That's gonna happen
so
as soon as we get our hands on one to get it into the
I am
stream.
disappointed with the launch titles. If I
I am
wasn't a
too.
Nintendo fangirl, like if this was an Xbox and all they had coming out was like, what is it, COD,
Yeah.
Call of Duty, then I'd be like,
Follow
nah,
through. I knew it
not
wasn't
gonna
gonna
do
come.
it.
Blops.
Yeah.
Black Ops.
Lops.
Blops.
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 No, I've never did. I was a Halo girl, so no COD for me. But I mean, there's a heavy following for COD, so there's some people that would do it. But I mean, is there gonna be backwards compatibility with the Switch? Can we download games? I know it's like,
I haven't heard many people talking about it.
yeah,
So I'm gonna say no.
yeah.
Because I feel like it would have been mentioned. How do you feel about the memory? The whole memory issue?
Yeah, that's shit. The memory.
Are you disappointed?
The memory. See, this is the thing. Like, this makes me sad because I can no longer defend Nintendo when they do things like this. Like when they
We're gonna make it so it's really difficult for you guys to play
they
anything.
skip on the memory.
Yeah.
The battery life is no bueno,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, it's like really hard to defend you when you do this. And then, obviously we're not gonna get a new Smash Brothers. I already know this. Sakurai was just like, fuck you guys. It's like, this is the last Smash. Like, we kept adding the characters, and there's still new characters that people hardly touch, like Cloud, Bayonetta,
Are you excited for the Mario game?
Mario's Mario, like, I'll play
Oh,
it.
yeah.
But it's just like,
Kind of like Mega Man.
my life blood is like Zelda and Smash.
Yeah.
Like, that to me is everything. And then kick it up old school with Bomberman, because that's like
Yeah,
the
I love
ultimate,
it. It's
ultimate party game.
One more game from you guys, and then I'm gonna switch it back up. So make it a good one. We didn't get any. I don't think we got any character suggestions
Yeah.
though.
Jalen and Ryan talking about Overwatch. Jalen's never played Overwatch as good as they say it is. Yes.
Yeah.
He
If you're into those type of games, I mean,
yes.
not everybody is.
It's on every system besides Nintendo. Actually, yeah, it's on Xbox. It's on
Yeah.
PlayStation. It's on PC. We play PC.
Is punch over
I have it on
I also
PS4.
have it on
That's
Xbox.
I have it on PS4 as well. I only do PC. It's really hard going between console and PC on one
I'm well
game.
aware of the meme.
There are weekends
Yeah,
where they
I've
have
seen
free
that.
play, so I would definitely keep an eye out and play on a free weekend or play at a friend's house. Brian Level says Overwatch is amazing. I play it at least once a day. Yes, I play it like when I come home. It's like my de-stressing thing. I de-stress by playing Overwatch. People are like, I don't know if this is working for you. It's de-stress. I love it.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
It's stressful, and you kind of yell at your teammates. But one game don't yell at. So when do you think we'll actually see a Smash Brothers game on the Switch?
It has to be maybe E3. Maybe that's gonna be their special E3 because
Announce it, you think?
listen, E3 last year for Nintendo was just Breath of the Wild,
there's
and
no-
while
there's
Breath
not
of the
a punch?
Wild is amazing,
Press,
to me I was just like, oh come on you guys, like you gotta give me a little more. Like Nintendo, I feel like they found their hits. They found the Mario games, which is like Mario Party, Mario Kart. They found Zelda and Smash Brothers, and that's it.
Yeah.
They'll have like little things here like Splatoon, Bomberman. Let's throw it back to some other game,
Yeah.
But that's it, and they're sticking to that. And I want to see something new and refreshing. So if they're probably gonna introduce the Smash Brothers for Switch at E3. They have to for their Treehouse conference
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah, they have
Well,
to.
I do remember some news a while back saying that within the first 6 months of the launch of the Switch, they were going to have like 5 Nintendo games, and I believe 2 of them were supposed to be Pokemon related.
Yeah, I heard about that.
No.
And Pokemon.
Yeah,
Pokemon's
so
another new
I mean,
Nintendo
I'm kind of
staple.
waiting. I'm hoping that they announce some of
Pokemon
that.
Stadium.
Okay.
Right?
Pokemon Stadium was my shit.
I mean, if
dude.
it's multiplayer, I can play with friends. I'm down. So hopefully
Yeah.
they do. I'm expecting maybe to see some of that at E3. At least I'm hoping. But as
we
far
have to see more from Nintendo
as
this
far
season.
as a new Metroid or Star Fox, like I said, I don't think that we'll see it anytime soon because their next focus right now is the Mario Odyssey. That's what it's titled, right?
Super Mario Odyssey.
Super Mario Odyssey coming out holiday.
Mario
and
64
then
was the best.
yeah.
Coming out holiday December 20.
Holiday this holiday, so this
Okay.
December. I mean that's like in a year, so I think that I don't.
I'm
You know,
coming with you.
I don't think they're gonna be. They don't want to compete with their own titles. I don't
Yeah.
think that we're gonna see anything until at least 2018, which is a disappointment.
Yep. Well, before we switch, I just want to say I'm getting that fucking Switch. And I'm getting that Zelda title. And I pray that Nintendo keeps up the good work.
Yeah.
And I hope I'm calling it now, Smash Brothers will be announced at E3 this
I hope
year.
so. I'm crossing my fingers that it
Yeah.
is.
And they're
I'm
going
skeptical,
to put
but
a
I
new
hope
character
it's true.
too. They're going to be like, boop, new character. I don't know.
Wait,
who.
okay, all right. Before you leave, who do you think the new character is gonna be?
Dixie
It's going to be a Pokemon.
Dixie-Con.
Dixie Con? You think so?
Dixie-Con, yeah.
No. You know who it's gonna be? It's gonna be a Zelda character because that was my beef. They did all Fire Emblem heroes, and I'm not a Fire Emblem fan. Like my brother's a huge fan, and he used to play
But that
Marth all
was
the
the
time.
big game at the time too.
I know.
Well, who else is there from the Zelda franchise?
Well, they might
There is a
introduce
lot.
new character too.
There-
Because like Midna was the Twilight Princess character.
Okay,
Yes.
Midna, yeah.
So they might have like another character.
There's a lot of Zelda characters, and they introduced no new characters. They just split Zelda and Sheik, and I was like, that's not a new character.
Which I like that they split it.
No, that's
What if
great
they
for
put
me.
Nami?
Sheik's one of my mains.
Yeah, because every time in
Um,
the past games, whenever I picked Zelda, I'd automatically switch her to Sheik and then just play as
That's
Sheik.
what I
the whole-
did.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
it's
I
like,
did too.
oh,
Which
I
one?
just waste 5 seconds switching
I
her.
know, like,
it's not
immediately
cool.
you gotta hold it down. You're like, oh, I
It's
gotta
like,
switch.
But
You have to like make an agreement with your friend. Like, I had to switch first. Do not touch me until I switch out of Zelda into Sheik mode.
same way.
Oh, it's like the same thing with the Zero Suit Samus and regular Samus.
Yeah.
A
Yeah,
lot of people
and
are
they're
asking
two
for
different
like
characters.
for Ripley, the
They,
bad guy
and that was
Metroid.
a joke that was going on. That was gonna be Ridley, yeah, and then it wasn't. That was a
should've
huge
been.
joke.
You think it's not gonna happen?
I think, this is like my dream, right? So E3 is gonna happen. Then announce Smash Brothers. I'm going to cry, scream, faints, and then when I wake up, they'll be like, "Oh shit, new character!" Like when they hold. You remember when they did Smash 2 years ago, and they were just like, "New character," or like new something new incoming. Remember, incoming fighter or something
Yeah.
like that. I was just like,
A new
New
fighter,
challenger.
New challenge, and I'm like
Challenger.
screaming because I was the type of person looking at like the audio files before. Remember, you know how they leak the audio
Yeah, I know
files,
that.
and people will be like, "Oh, it's Ryu's line. Ryu's gonna be in Smash." And I was like, "No way!" And then he was in Smash. But yeah, so I think it's gonna be a new character. I'm praying it's Zelda because of the Breath of the Wild hype that they've been doing. I think it's gonna be maybe somebody like from the Sheikah tribe, which is my favorite because they seem to be really pushing the Sheikah thing in this new Breath of the Wild. And yes, that's E3 prediction.
Well, I'm crossing my fingers. I hope it happens. I hope it happens.
Ron man, hi everybody, bye everybody.
Bye.
See ya.
All right.
Awesome. So let's bring Javier to the front, send
Right.
Jasmine to compete
Yes.
with Bryan.
Oh, you're going down. man.
Oh,
Oh.
Play nice, everybody.
Just wearing my Zelda robe.
Yeah. Show me your hoodie. Switch it. It's awkward switch.
Are you gonna play on Javier's
Better breakfast here.
3DS?
You do that.
And do that what?
This phone of yours will die.
Oh, it's on my phone.
That's actually Bryan, so
Five,
please don't break
4.
that. Okay, thank you. Welcome to the front, Javier.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Javier.
It's so nice to not be in the back anymore, behind everybody.
So I would like to ask, are you excited for the Switch?
Of course I am. Yeah, absolutely. Can't wait to gonna spend a little bit of tax return money.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be my splurge. Gonna get the Switch.
And have you gotten your hands on a Switch yet?
Not yet. I
Okay,
have
so
not
you
been-
do not know
Nope.
what it's like, but you're still excited.
Totally coming in fresh.
Do you think it's gonna do well? I feel like a lot of people do. A lot of the pre-orders sold out because some people are gonna flip them.
Yeah.
Some people are planning on
Of
flipping them.
course.
But do you think that there are a majority of it is people who want to play the Switch?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, with a company like Nintendo, they have such a strong and dedicated fan base
Agreed.
that people will go after anything just with the Nintendo logo on it, just to
Yeah.
have it. So I think a lot. I mean, obviously there are going to be people that buy it to just sell it.
Yeah.
But no, there's going to be plenty of people to buy it just to play, and it's going to have a huge reaction. And hopefully, it has a good reaction, so that Nintendo can actually mass produce some of their stuff.
I
Because
agree. And create more content.
Yeah,
I feel
totally.
like Wii U didn't do well.
Yeah.
And they didn't come out with a lot of content for it.
Well, yeah, and because the Wii U didn't do so well, like the NES Classic, they didn't make a lot of those either because they're scared of losing money because they lost on the Wii U. So, and it bums me out because I love Nintendo so much, but they get afraid because of things like that, and they'll just undersell everything, and then you've got people like, well, I still don't have an NES Classic, and I want one, but I can't buy it anywhere.
Now, how do you feel about the comparability of 3DS to the Switch? Are you likely to take the Switch out, or do you think that feature is kind of...
Well, I don't know, it's tough. It's tough for me personally, just because, for me, gaming like a Game Boy or a 3DS, or even a mobile game, that's something you do like when you have time to just go somewhere and sit down like a train or a bus ride or something. And I personally don't do any of that. Like, I don't take a bus anywhere or a train. So there's not really an instance where I would take it out with me and I'd have time to play it just out and about. Like, unless I want to go to a park to play my video game, then I can just do it at home.
I don't have time to take out and play it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, don't worry, Mom, I'm going to go outside. Don't worry. But I'm bringing my Switch with me so I can play outside.
So you think you're unlikely to actually use...
Yeah, to me, I've always, like again, unless it's like a Game Boy 3DS where I can play it, like on a train or a bus, I don't really play video games outside of my house, so the Switch will be nice and secure inside my home.
You won't break it.
With no threat of the outside world.
No scratches.
No scratches, I'm not going to drop it anywhere.
Perfect.
Because that's the thing, like, you take it out, and if you drop it, who knows what's going to happen. But, I mean, Nintendo hardware...
There are cases, though, for
They're gonna be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Sheikah Sleek case if you ever
yeah.
use them.
Yep.
Yeah, like, that's the thing. Like, besides just the cases, like, that's one thing about Nintendo I've always loved, is that these things are built to last.
They are.
All
They
Nintendo
really are.
hardware is just indestructible almost.
Now, so are you thinking that with the Switch it's different? Like it's a bit more delicate? I know you haven't seen it, but from your opinion of observing it.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm letting you
I don't want to drop it and be like, well, there you go. It can survive a fall.
$300.
Yeah, so I would assume it is, just because everything Nintendo's made has always been strong and durable.
Yeah.
Like the 64, you could drop a chair on it and it'd be perfectly fine.
I did have a brother smash my original GameCube, and it does not work anymore.
Well,
He got in a fight with my other brother and thought that was my other brother's GameCube, who happened to also have one, and smashed mine.
see, that's a sin right there. Like, you can't deliberately hurt an innocent video game
Yeah,
system.
my brother has a temper, but my other brother grew out of his GameCube and gave me his, and that, so I still have that one. But
let me win.
I can tell you it doesn't break. You can't
Well,
break their hardware.
yeah, I guess anything's breakable, I guess.
I found my guy.
But so the battery's not a concern for you because you're not going to be taking it out.
Nah, that's gonna be strictly at home. I mean, the
Finally
most
found my cheese.
I'll probably carry it around the house. Maybe if I go outside, like on the porch or the patio or something. But no, and honestly, with a game like Breath of the Wild, since that's the big launch game, I don't want to play it on a mini screen. I want to play it on my TV.
I would like to point out that when I did do the demo, when I had sat down for the demo, it was on a TV and it was on a nice TV because they obviously want to make the game look good. But she's like, feel free to kind of play with the console, pull it out, use the Joy-Cons, whatever. I was like, yeah, of course I'm going to do that. I want to see the experience, all the features of it.
Totally.
But when I pulled it out, I'm like, dang, this screen's kind of tiny. Like, I kind of have to like get close. It's like when you see people use the Wii pad, the Wii U pad.
Yeah.
Whenever you see people, they're like this.
Yeah,
like they're up close.
right in front of it. Yeah.
And the Switch is actually smaller than that. So you can imagine you kind of have to get closer. But I mean, it is bigger than a 3DS.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you're again like a game like Breath of the Wild, the scale of that game, it's a beautiful game, and I'd hate to reduce it to such a tiny screen.
Yeah.
So I mean, games like that, Super Mario Odyssey that'll come out, those for me are meant to be played on the big screen.
Yes.
Now, if they were to come out like with in the Nintendo eShop, if there's going to be like old school games, then I wouldn't mind on a smaller screen, because like Street Fighter 2 on the SNES will look good on a tiny screen always, because it's just lower quality. But a game as big as Breath of the Wild, there's no way I want to take it out and just play it like this. Like, I want to sit down comfortably and look at a big TV, and because the landscape of that game is beautiful.
And how do you feel about the Joy-Cons? Because I know that from what I've observed, it looks like you prefer like a controller, like something bulky that you can grab on.
Yeah, me personally, I've always been a controller guy. Like this was my biggest beef with
And
Nintendo
they're smaller
ever.
than that. The Joy-Cons are
Yeah,
smaller
exactly.
than that.
And like in the trailers, like they've got people playing Mario Kart with
Yeah.
the tiny little Joy-Cons, and I don't know how they do it because I feel bad for anyone who has big hands
Yeah.
who loves playing video games because you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to test it out and feel it. The Wii U pad, if it's anything like that, it's okay, I guess.
So when they're attached.
Yeah, when they're attached, it's okay. Honestly, I might invest in the Pro controller just because.
Okay. And we were talking, it was like what, 90, 80?
Like 80 or 90 bucks, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll come out to like 90 with tax and everything, but.
But it's, as a person who prefers the controllers, it seems like that's an investment for you. Like I don't
Yeah.
mind the Joy-Cons. I don't mind how small it is.
I've done killed myself.
So I'm unlikely to want to spend the money.
Right, and I mean, I still haven't touched it, so I may.
That's true.
I may, hold it, start playing, be like, you know what, this actually feels
Yeah.
nice. It's comfortable. It fits the game. Because that's the big thing about Nintendo is because their games are meant solely for their systems. Those controllers have to fit for the games.
Yeah.
So I mean, I hope that I'll like the Switch's controllers. I don't
And then
think
you don't
I
have to spend an extra 90 bucks.
Well,
I mean, hopefully.
I mean, you're already spending what? How much? 350
300
and
and
then
the-
60 for the game
Yeah,
and
yeah.
80 for it's
Or $100,
it's expensive.
or $130, depending on what you filled it in.
Yeah.
Is there anyone who's asked any questions in the chat by any
Let's
chance?
see. I had something on my mind and lost it. Okay, that was Jalen Glover. Hello everyone. Let's see. It's Imperial Trooper. It's so refreshing to see a handheld console being released in the U.S. I feel that handhelds get no love in the U.S.
That was Galaga.
Yeah, they're definitely bigger in Japan.
Oh yeah, totally. But I mean, the 3DS is huge.
It is everywhere. It's huge everywhere.
Yeah, I think.
Adults have them.
Totally. I think the 3DS is probably the most underrated Nintendo product out there. There's a lot of great games.
No, well, I
Bae.
don't know if it's underrated
sense.
because I
She's my
remember
bae.
handhelds were
Yeah.
the most successful part of
Those are very
Nintendo
successful.
for a while there.
Oh, totally.
And they
Only
were
did
like, well, let's
deliver
just
so
do
much.
this instead. Screw consoles. The Wii U's not doing well, and then they came back with the Switch. And so I'm hoping the Switch does well. I don't want them to drop consoles.
Oh no,
I want them to
absolutely
stick
not.
with it.
No, Nintendo will never drop the consoles, but the 3DS, like, Jasmine's playing the 3DS right now for Smash.
Yeah.
Like that's
Which is
the
awesome.
that's the beauty of the 3DS.
That's
It's really good hardware and good software in that machine. And it has a camera too.
It has everything.
It's great.
It's
Like-
like a cell phone. And how do you feel about the launch titles?
You mean the launch title?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I know what we're getting. I think 5 titles available at launch. It was 5 or 7.
Yeah,
I don't remember
yeah.
the exact number, but it was a good amount. But it was really one big one.
Yeah, Breath of
that
the
was
Wild is, that's what everyone's going after. And
I mean, it's a Bomberman for me. I'm moving Bomberman.
oh no,
But,
totally. But honestly, even if there were multiple games that were more, I don't know,
Oh, watch out.
more important, I guess.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild is that game looks so
where you going?
huge and so
It's
time
gonna-
consuming.
It will. Because I mean, you
Why
don't
not
want to
keep
buy
on
another
listening?
game and then neglect one.
Exactly. And honestly, when I start playing Breath of the Wild, no other game will matter. So
Yeah.
even if the Switch had other games, they've got the ARMS thing, Bomberman, all that comes totally second to
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild.
Because I
And-
mean, if Mario had come out at the same time,
Right.
would you have bought both at the same time?
I mean, I would want to, but one, it gets pricey.
Yeah.
Two, you'd have to dedicate time. Like for me, I like to start a game and finish it
Yeah.
before starting a
moving
new
on
one.
to another one.
Exactly, yeah.
And it's getting so much harder to do that these days.
It is. I mean, because games are just getting bigger and bigger,
They
and
keep coming out with new games every month, and I'm like,
Yeah.
slow down.
I know that's why I really enjoy the indie games that 8-bit, 32-bit
Yeah, then you
games.
can kind of.
Yeah, because they're short and sweet and they're fun to play, and that's kind of where video games started. And it's nice to see that they're still around today.
Now, it's funny you say that. Did you play Stardew Valley?
No, I haven't.
I think you should check it out. It's on PC, so it's available on Steam. I do believe that it is going to come out for the Switch eventually. I think I saw it on one of the lists later down the line. But it's set in 8-bit, and it's kind of a crossover between Harvest Moon and Animal Crossing, kind of.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so if you're into those games, but it is like the 8-bit style.
Yeah, I mean, and I personally, I love that style.
But there's no story. It's like a see how long you can last kind of.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
You don't need a
like,
great story for great gameplay.
Yeah.
One can't exist without the other.
So what games are you hoping to see?
Sorry, I just
Oh,
want
is
to
there a question?
I just want to let you know that Carlos Martinez is Team Jasmine,
Oh.
and he's saying to pick Pikachu.
Pick Pikachu, sure.
And then
Are
Ryan.
you gonna Pikachu?
No.
Man.
I will still whoop the
She
booty.
does
I
not
found my
like you.
cheese curd.
And then Ryan
Follow
Steele
me.
said, hashtag Kelly, love your pink hair.
Thank you.
Love you. Go Jasmine. Which is weird.
Poor Brian getting the love.
Brian.
This is my game. This is my
I
game.
love you.
This is my
I
game.
love
So yeah, no, you can vote. You
All
can
that
root for
matters-
anybody you want. I'm still gonna whoop booty. Wait,
And I asked you.
bandana.
Oh, what
wait.
titles are you looking forward to?
Oh, for the Switch?
Yeah, I
Oh,
can remember.
well, I mean,
God.
the two big ones.
I meant what? Sorry, what do you want to see? So we
Asian
have
blush
the
Pikachu.
Zelda coming out and then Mario coming out. But what, like, we were talking about Metroid.
Yeah.
okay, so like what Nintendo IPs?
What do you want to
Um,
have?
you can switch
So
colors, right?
I want a really great Donkey Kong game.
Oh, yeah, we
If
haven't
you
seen
press
one
on
in a
the
while. What's the
Well,
last
the Tropical
game?
Freeze
Press on
for
the character.
Wii U was pretty good.
Press on
Oh,
the
really?
character.
Yeah, yeah.
Press
If you
right
play
here.
that game, it's a lot of fun.
Maybe I'll get that
It's a
one. I actually
really
haven't tried it.
it goes
Favorite
back to
character?
the side-scrolling
press
routes
A on
of
the
Donkey
character.
Kong,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And because they do a lot of
Yeah.
depth things
You
where
check-
you can go in the
you
background of the game and in
change
the
the-
foreground.
yes.
It's a really fun
There's
game.
like
I
8
highly
kids.
recommend it. Like Wii U kind of gets a bad rap, but
think
Tropical
it's 6.
Freeze was a lot of fun.
Okay.
So I'd love to see a new Donkey Kong game. You know, Super Mario Odyssey, obviously. I'd love. I want to see a
They're
new
the same.
Mario Party.
It's just a different.
Yes.
To see what they can implement, because I'm assuming with a Mario Party that you could detach the Joy-Con
Yeah.
controllers, and you know, who knows what you could do with it. Just because Mario Party is based off of mini games anyway. So I mean, but a new Metroid, you know, Metroid has gotten no love since like Metroid
It hasn't.
Prime.
I feel like we're due for a Metroid.
Absolutely, we are. I mean, the last good one that I remember is Metroid Prime for GameCube.
Yeah.
And the
Nintendo, Mega Metroid.
Yes, please.
What's wrong with you guys?
And
Samus
here's the
love.
thing. Nintendo, go to Sega, buy Sonic, and make a good Sonic game. Because you could. Because Sega
Yeah.
can't. So please,
And they
find a
can't.
way.
You said Sega can't.
they can't. I'm sorry. I wish they could, but they can't. Like they're not capable of doing it. So
now,
please.
do you think that's a possibility, or is that just something you want to see?
I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think Sega's gonna let go of
What's
the one
happening right
thing
now?
they have. Even though all the Sonic games come out on Nintendo,
Yeah.
it's never the Nintendo developers making them.
Yeah.
So you know, I wish
so
it would.
cute.
But one game that
Cutest
I am
little
looking
electric
forward to
rat
is
ever.
you remember Banjo Kazooie?
Yes!
Yes.
Okay, so the guys that made Banjo Kazooie are making a new game.
Rare.
Yeah, rare, really. I forget the name of it though. It's like a chameleon and a bat instead of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
I completely forget the name.
It's kind of like Banjo. Kazooie.
It's exactly like Banjo
Same
Kazooie,
kind of
just different
platformer.
characters.
They're
Yeah, yeah.
bringing back. but-
Yeah, yeah. So any type of really wide open 3D platformers, you know, reminiscent of Super Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, Donkey Kong 64, you know, those were like, that was like the era of 3D platformers.
Yeah.
And I want to see that come back. And it looks like they are with Super Mario Odyssey, but I want to see like Donkey Kong again, because Nintendo has such a wide variety of characters that I think all of them deserve a lot of love.
They really do, and I feel like their focus has been on Mario for the past couple consoles. So I'm hoping that they do expand. to-
Oh!
Yeah, I hope they do. I mean, like, and games like, you know, Mega Man and Sonic
Yeah.
are games I really wish would come back. And I just wish Capcom and Sega would be like, hey, Nintendo, take your devs,
Capcom is
make a
dead.
great game.
Yeah.
Because it just seems like there hasn't been one in so long. Oh, wait.
Oh.
Carlos Martin. Oh, no, wait. Jalen Glover. What are some good Mega Man games you guys would recommend?
Mega Man
Speaking
X.
of Mega Man. Mega Man X? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the greatest
Yeah,
Mega Man game ever.
That's sold out everywhere. You can't get it. It's like
Like-
$100 bazillion.
Mega Man X is my favorite, one of my favorite games of all time. Like, it's so good.
When Mega Man was introduced for Smash, I cried.
Me too.
The intro scene where it was like all the Mega Mans, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, is this real life?
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
It was the best thing.
Yeah, Mega Man X for Super Nintendo.
Hey chat, recommend me another player.
I'm trying to think. Mega Man 2, obviously, for the NES.
Well,
Mega Man Legends. You ever play Mega Man Legends?
I haven't. Have
Jasmine, you ever
Have
played
played
Mega
I
Man
don't
Legends?
remember.
Oh.
I feel like I
You
played
like
a
that
lot
one
of
more
Mega Man.
than
Well, no,
X?
I don't like it more than X, but
Okay.
it took Mega Man away from side-scrolling and it made
Yeah.
it 3D open world.
That's just different.
Yeah, but it's really good.
I
It's
might do
beautiful.
random. How about that?
Now, how do you feel about the evolution of
Me
Nintendo?
too.
Because they've been, when they opened up the press conference, they said like all their past consoles had been leading up to the Switch.
Yeah, they had that huge presentation where like all of our previous Nintendos are built into
Yeah.
the Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
How do you feel about that? Do you like the direction that Nintendo is going with their console?
Well, I don't know. some of it I love, some of it I don't. I think Nintendo, it started with the Wii where they really got party happy.
Yeah.
Nintendo's always made great party games, but I just wasn't a fan of the controller of the Wii.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that aspect I didn't like. But everything else, they've done great with their titles. Super Mario Galaxy,
Yes.
great.
Yes.
The new Smash Bros. For Wii U, great. I think Brawl took a step back, but Wii U definitely made up for it. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, like the development of Nintendo, I think has been great.
How do you feel about the new Yoshi game?
Which one?
The yarn one.
Oh yeah, I mean
Woolly World, right?
Woolly World,
Yeah.
yeah. It looks like a lot of fun. I mean, that's one thing they've always done right. I don't think they've ever made like a bad. I mean, they've been bad Mario games, but for the majority, Mario, Luigi, Yoshi games have been really great.
I actually have a question for you guys,
Yeah.
What's up?
especially for Kelly. What do you think about the concept of amiibos in Nintendo? And have you seen what the amiibos are gonna do for the new Zelda game?
I heard that there was a compatibility, but I don't know how it integrates.
Well, what do you think about amiibos? I mean, you're already spending so much money on the site for controllers.
I've never
and
been one
now
to
online play.
to collect amiibos. I do know that you collect them, and I love that.
Only collect the Smash Brothers.
And I love that. But I never got into. I bought some. I have some. I have the Samus amiibo, and I have the Princess Peach amiibo. But when I originally bought it, I had a different idea of it. I thought that it was something to kind of help upgrade your character. But when I inserted my amiibo like into Smash Brothers, it was basically just like
Saving your
computer.
character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a CPU, and I was like, I don't need this.
I believe for the Smash Brothers, you're right. I don't think they really served a purpose.
But I did like how with the Mario Kart, when I did do that, it gave me an extra skin.
And that's what they're doing with the Zelda game.
Yeah.
I like
Every
that.
one of the amiibos come with some special feature.
I like that.
Yeah, and that's what I loved about adding the amiibos to Super Mario Maker, that you could change Mario skins to all the Nintendo characters, which is really awesome because
If
you can
you
make
bought it. If you
levels.
bought the amiibo.
Well, yeah, I mean, listen, it's a business.
Yeah,
You're always going to have to buy something.
I'm not
I mean,
hating. I'm not hating.
That's how it is, but honestly, when you take the amiibos, you add it to Super Mario Maker, and you can make levels based off of those characters.
Yeah.
That is, I think that's like a beautiful thing. Like,
Yeah.
people creating stuff about characters that they love.
Taking the fandom up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are levels in Super Mario Maker people make based off of Donkey Kong, where there are vines everywhere, and you're playing as Donkey Kong. It's great.
Yeah.
Also,
I have another question too.
Jalen Glover said someone plays Link. That's his favorite.
I'll play Link.
Carlos Martinez says my favorite Smash Bros was Kirby, Captain Falcon, and Yoshi.
Nice.
So I guess one of you guys plays that. They need to make a Super Mario Galaxy 3. You are correct.
Yes.
I think Super Mario Odyssey might be that. I mean, it's not Galaxy.
Yeah. But it is exploring other universes, so.
Yeah, in New York.
Yeah.
That's so
I know.
weird. Like when I saw him next to people, I was just like, this is weird.
It was super weird. But interesting. They're definitely taking them somewhere that they haven't.
Yeah.
I have another question.
Yeah, go for it.
Since I'm playing with the 3DS right now, and the Switch has been spoken about and advertised as like taking gaming outside, Nintendo fans and many people worldwide, but especially Nintendo fans, know that we've always been able to do that with our 3DS. Or with our DS, any Nintendo handheld console.
Yeah.
What do you think now? Is this the end of the line? Is the 3DS the last we're going to be seeing from compatible on the go?
Not as long as Pokemon is still
And the
around.
battery is way better on a 3DS, by the way.
Yeah, I love the battery on that thing.
I'm going to say that this is not the last we'll see of it.
No.
Are you
I
sure?
don't think it's dying out. I don't.
As long as there's Pokemon games to be
Yes.
made, there will be Nintendo handheld consoles.
There are, because they just came out with one I bought.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, I think that there's so much room for the 3DS to grow because the hardware and software can handle so much. Nintendo could port so many of their old games and get people to play that just off nostalgia. Like, I mean, who wouldn't want to play the original Super Mario World on the go whenever they want?
And this is more of a kid-friendly console as well. Parents like to buy this for their kids. I don't think parents are going to buy like a Switch right off the bat for their kids. That's like a bigger investment.
Yeah, it all depends.
So I feel like the 3DS is going to stick around. It's
Yep, you're right.
Like growing up when I was a kid, my parents bought me and my brother a Game Boy just to kind of like when we went on road trips, just to kind of keep us content and entertain us.
It's a great
keep us
gift
from
for
fighting.
It's a great gift for like if you have family overseas too, actually.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, for anyone that
Because I bought it for like my cousins who live in the Middle East, and
Yeah.
it's not something that you have to worry about region locked games. It comes
It's
in,
great.
you know.
yeah, totally.
So I'm supportive of it. I think that it will last.
Yeah, I don't think the Wii U's the 3DS is going anywhere. And there's a lot of great titles on the DS and the 3DS,
There
which is
are.
great because you can play DS games
Yeah.
on a 3DS, which is awesome.
I am hoping to see another Animal Crossing. I have a lot of fun with that game with my friends.
Yes.
It doesn't sound like it's a guy game. I don't know many guys. who
It's
play
not.
it.
No.
Yeah,
I know
I
a couple
don't know.
guys who
I don't
play
know
it,
many.
but they're
There's
huge
some.
gamers.
I'm not gonna say none, but definitely me and my friends that are female are the ones that play with each other. But it's cute. It's
Have
a
you
cute
guys ever played an old school game called Star Fox?
Yeah.
Ryan Ninja Steel Thomas asked that. Oh, I don't know. What is that? I've never heard of Star
What's
Fox. What is that?
I want to see a game, a new one.
Yeah,
I want
totally.
to see a new
Star
New
Fox.
Star Fox?
100% all their
Yeah.
assets, the best they can do is Star Fox.
Yeah,
I
totally.
don't
Next
understand
gen.
why we haven't seen one. Well, we've seen
Was it?
but
No,
I
there
mean,
was one at E3
there
a
was
couple years
there
ago.
was one.
Yeah.
But
That was a failure, apparently.
It was.
but it's weird that there's a lot of games that are popular that we haven't seen in a while.
Brian, I just want to let you know
Yeah,
that
totally.
your Fire game is Omnivore of the Year.
I mean, like we said earlier,
That's
a lot
Yoshi.
of the Nintendo IPs just haven't gotten a lot of love recently,
Yeah, agreed.
and I think a lot of that also has to do with Wii U sales. You know, I didn't think they
Yeah,
would
it
want to
didn't-
invest
it
new
didn't do
games.
well.
Yeah, so I mean, thinking about things like it's a business first, it makes sense that they wouldn't want to risk making titles for IPs, older IPs,
Yeah.
for a system that wasn't selling well.
Yeah.
So I mean, but hopefully the Switch can change that. I really hope it does, because again, Metroid needs a new game. There needs to be a new
I
Metroid.
really want a
Nice.
new one. I mean, I don't know how high in demand it is, so I don't know if we're gonna get one, but I want one. I really want one.
I mean, I don't think there was high demand for it when they made Metroid Prime, but
Yeah.
look at that. You took a game based off of a really badass character, and then you made it first-person shooter style, and looking through her helmet looked really cool. There's so much about it that was awesome. So do it again.
Yeah.
Just do it again.
So I'm ready for the Switch.
Yeah.
I want it to
absolutely.
do well. I'm excited to play it, and
Totally.
I'm happy that Legend of Zelda is a launch title. I was hoping that because when the Wii U came out, people were like, "Oh, Legend of Zelda is coming, Legend of Zelda is coming," and it just never came. So
Yeah.
until the very end when they come out with the new console.
Yeah.
So I am excited that it's a launch title. I'm excited that we get to start the Switch with a
Totally.
Zelda, and that's going to be a strong point for it. I think that's going to help it do well. But do you
Oh,
have
no.
any last final comments about the Switch? Or any games that are coming out
Yes.
with it? You
I do, but I will let Javier go.
Oh no, please go.
I definitely am seeing the return of old classics come back.
I'm good.
I see Crash Bandicoot.
Yes.
Was it
Nice.
Jackster?
Jak and
Oh,
Daxter?
Jak and
Daxter.
Daxter,
Yeah, I call it
yes.
Jackster. I used to call it Jackster as a kid. But there were some games I played, some obscure ones that not many people know. Maybe you guys in the chat will remember some of these. One of them was a game on the NES called Star Tropics.
Yep.
And I remember that one. So the game that not too many people knew about. I like that one. I love. There's a bar here in downtown LA called the Bar 82. They have a couple of games that I loved, including Golden Axe.
I don't know that one.
Oh, Golden Axe. That's a Sega
I
Axe.
would love. But Sega and Nintendo are like best friends.
Oh, yeah,
Just
totally.
Look, we have Mega Man, Ryu, and
Sega didn't make Mega Man.
no, I know, but
Oh.
I'm saying in Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah.
We have Capcom. A
Yeah.
lot of Capcom's hits came in Sega, and they came on Nintendo too. But I would like to see Golden Axe. I would like to see Streets of Rage.
Hell yeah.
Ooh,
I would like
yeah.
to see
Well,
Star
that's-
Tropics. I'd like to
Yeah.
see those old school games come back because it's, new generation can touch it because you really can't play those games at
Yeah.
all unless you have
But
an emulator
if
or
they-
an NES.
If they do bring it back, there is a lot of times when people recreate something that's a classic, people are disappointed. They're like, you ruined it, so are
Right.
you worried that if they do bring it back, they'll ruin it?
This guy, I let him.
Well, this is just based off of something else that came
Yeah.
out. Jasmine brought up Streets of Rage.
Streets of Rage.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That was so much fun.
old school beat 'em ups, I think, are one of the most fun
Yes.
games to play
Yeah.
because it's a great party game. First off, you and your buddy could play it for hours. It's so much fun.
And it's good. It's a
It-
good drinking game too. I
It's
like
yeah.
adults.
There's so much to do with a beat 'em up game, and
Yeah.
so a game. I don't know if you guys ever played it. You know
It's fun,
Double
right?
Dragon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so a few years ago, there's a game called Double Dragon Neon. which is basically, I forget the studio name, but they took the original Double Dragon, they remade it, 3D, HD graphics and stuff, but it was the same game with just like remastered basically. And it was one of the most fun games like I ever played, and it only cost like $15, which is the great thing about
That's
it.
great.
But there was nothing special about it. It was a side-scrolling beat 'em up. It was
Yeah.
just in 3D animation, and it was beautiful. So like, why not do that with your older games and bring them back? Because like Jasmin said, like that's a great game style that kind of isn't around anymore.
Yeah.
The
And
2D platformer scrolling.
well, not just the 2D, but the beat 'em ups in general. Like beat 'em
But
ups.
I've only seen it in indie.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah,
Only
only-
indie does beat 'em ups, and I don't know why, because it's such a fun concept, and it takes you back to the side-scrolling roots of video games.
Now, but the thing is that when they do recreate a game, obviously they're not going to just put out the same game.
Right.
They always want to change it, they want to update it, make it new. So I feel like if it does come out, they'll add some new feature where
DLC.
there's like movement or challenge, new features, items, I don't know, they add stuff to it.
Totally.
Are you okay with that?
That would be easy to
I mean,
do
if
in
it's done
Golden
right.
Axe and Streets
Yeah.
of Rage. You just have to add more
Yeah,
characters
I mean,
too.
think about all Nintendo's games. Like, let's just take Mario for example. Every new Mario game has improved and been made different, and they're usually great.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think Super Mario Sunshine is a great example of that, where Super Mario Sunshine is unlike any other Super Mario game. You've got the cannon thing and you're spraying stuff, and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
It was one of the best GameCube games. So, I mean, I have faith in Nintendo doing that.
Okay.
Why not?
You know what else I would really like to see? My favorite characters in the Mario Brothers, just the Mario saga, is all the villains. I
Like
feel
Mario, Waluigi.
Boo is actually my favorite
Oh, okay.
Mario character,
Alright.
and I don't get to see enough love to them. I just kind of want like a villain-centric Mario game, and I think that would be completely
I think
changing
that's
the
a great
game.
idea.
And I think a lot of people like it. It's a lot. It would be awesome.
You play as Bowser and you kidnap Peach.
I
and-
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a stealth. It's like a
And
stealth,
then-
like tactical
I
stealth.
would
thing.
love
Sneak into the
Metal
castle
Gear.
and steal it.
Yeah, snake style.
The Toad Guard.
Let it be known that
Mushroom
Jasmine
Guard.
supports princess kidnapping. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I support the villains. No dark side.
Oh no, we're not going.
Any last other minute games that you want to see coming out? Bringing back the classics and forgetting all nostalgic shit?
A new
Ooh,
character.
what about
New character. What?
F-Zero.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why not make a new racing
Yeah.
game? They do
I
great Mario
would
Kart.
like
That was
to
like a
see-
unique type of racer that
It was.
just really.
An Okami game. I would like to see a new Okami game, and that would be really cool. A lot of people don't know it's it was like a very artsy game.
Yeah,
That would be
great.
really cool to bring back to.
Yeah, I just want a resurgence of all of Nintendo's original IPs.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I want.
Classics.
Down.
Besides
Bring
Mario
it
and
back.
Zelda.
So it sounds like the Switch, everyone's excited for it.
Yes.
We all want to get it. We all want to play Zelda. And so I think it's going to do well. I'm
Yeah,
down.
absolutely.
I think that the Switch is going to be a success.
Keep a lookout. We will be live streaming it
We will
as soon
be.
as we possibly can.
As soon as we can get
Maybe
one.
even that weekend of March 3rd when we get one.
Yeah, we gotta
Bring it
have
to the
one, bring
studio.
play it.
Yep.
Talk about Zelda. It's a
Do
date.
that. Can I
It's
wear
a
this
date.
I'm
hoodie
gonna
again,
hug.
Jasmine?
Yes.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful bathroom. Do you want to stand up and show everyone
Yes,
your
yes,
life?
absolutely.
It's a home road thing. So
We've got-
we're gonna model this for us. It's from Hot
You gotta show the
Topic.
back.
Can put a hood on it.
And
it's beautiful.
a link hoodie with like
Damn.
long.
It's
Yes.
beautiful.
Definitely got the
Beautiful.
It's super
Beautiful.
soft. It has 2 pockets.
No
which is
elf
great.
ears, and it fits your phone perfectly, actually.
It really-
so if you
it
do,
really
yes,
does.
fantastic. Or
You can buy
the
one
Switch.
now on Amazon for $19.99.
Actually, I think it was that price on Hot Topic. Yeah,
Probably.
$20. Yeah.
Good. Everyone who was in the
Hashtag
chat,
Zelda
I
love.
believe it was like Ryan Ninja Steel and Jalen Glover. Shout out to you guys. Thanks
Homies,
for joining us.
thank you.
I forget who else was in there because I
Bless.
was on.
Carlos.
So many
Carlos.
people.
Carlos was in there.
Josh Goldman. Who's that?
Who that? Who that?
Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. And we got our fellow background players, Bryan, Jasmin, and Javier. Where can we find you, Jasmin?
You can find my my username Jasmin loves you X on all social
You
media.
can make it a hashtag.
Hashtag Jasmin loves you, and I'm just pop up. I'm like a fucking ninja. I'm like randomly in segments. I'm in a newsfeed. I'm in Dragon Ball Super. I'm in Riverdale and
She's
Legion.
everywhere.
She could can be located on
Yeah.
the hashtag show.
All you have to do
In
is watch
general.
all our videos and you'll randomly spot me. So that's the best way to find me.
Javier, where can we find you?
I'm actually not a social media guy.
Nowhere. We can find Javier nowhere.
You can find me in
How
the
dare you?
future video game
Getting his ass swept on
videos.
Smash.
So
And Brian, where can we find you?
You can find me as bgenso on most of my social media, or if not, tagged in each other's. We're always hanging out. So.
You can also find him in Korea from now on.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
it's not from now on.
Find
Now
me
on.
when you're sleeping. Online.
He's
Or if
going.
you're staying up late, we got new company.
Thank you guys for joining me on Achievement Unlocked
Yeah.
Extra
Thank
Life.
you, Kelly.
I will see you guys on a future episode.
Yes, in a
All right.
week. Hopefully.
Bye, guys.
Bye.